let's prepare our theme files. Now, at the very minimum, a theme requires two files, style.css and index.php. Optionally, you can add a screenshot.png. But before we get into the theme files, we must first update Bootstrap to the latest version. So let's start with that. Now, if we take a look at the code that Corey gave us, in Bootstrap components, Bootstrap dist for distribution, CSS, and we go to Bootstrap min.css, we can see that Corey is using version 3.3.1, which probably was the latest version at the time he recorded the course. Now, the current Bootstrap version is 3.3.6. So let's go ahead and update this. And since not everyone is using Bower, probably the simplest way to do this right now is to go here, download Bootstrap, and click on this link, download Bootstrap here. Now this will download a folder called Bootstrap 3.3.6-dist, and all we got to do here is copy the contents of the dist folder and then paste them inside the contents of the dist folder we already have. So simply do this, simply replace all of them. So now if we take a look here, inside the minified version, we see version 3.3.6. So let's do a quick refresh of this page, see if everything works correctly. It should. I mean, there are a few changes from 3.1 to 3.6 in Bootstrap, but none that would impact the way our theme looks like. So as you can see, everything is still the same. The portfolio here also works, and the contact form also looks okay. Now, let's move on to the actual WordPress theme. I am working with WordPress locally here. I'm using MAMP, and I have my WordPress installed in the sites folder. WP latest, I use this to have a WordPress installation that's always the latest version. Now, currently, my WordPress installation looks like this. I'm using the default theme, and I have a few posts and pages created here. So let's actually go ahead and see posts. There are a couple of posts here, and some categories created. And the posts, they just have some random content and a featured image. Now, for pages, I have three of them: home, contact, and blog. So I've prepared these beforehand so we don't waste a lot of time adding posts and pages, and instead we can focus on what interests us the most, which is creating a WordPress theme. Now, I won't go over installing WordPress. There are tons of resources for that, and the WordPress Codex is your best bet. So go ahead and check that out if you don't know how to install WordPress, or check out the lesson notes section for some resources on how to install WordPress locally on your computer. With that said, let's get coding. So we need two files basically for creating a WordPress theme: index.php and style.css. Optionally, a screenshot PNG is also good to have because it will allow you to see your theme right here. And so the image that you see here is actually the screenshot PNG for each theme. And currently, you see that we have a broken theme here named Bootstrap Portfolio. It says style sheet is missing. And that's because in the WP content themes folder, I have a folder called Bootstrap Portfolio that only contains the screenshot PNG. So now, if we go back to our editor and we create a new file here called index.php, now we'll just do PHP here. It doesn't need any kind of content. It actually doesn't even need this. And then create another file called style.css. And then we go back here and refresh. You'll see that we have a new theme, but we don't have any details for it. So For the details, we have to fill in some information inside the style.css file. And the information looks something like this. You can use any type of comments that you want, but there are a few keywords that you need to include. Theme name, for example, theme URI, description, version, and all the rest. Text domain, if you don't know what this is, it's for translation. You'll see we'll use special functions later on for translatable strings. And this right here is the keyword that we need to remember. It can be anything you want. In this case, I'm just using tuts. So with this description added, now when we refresh our themes page, we'll see that the title of our theme appears here. And if we go to theme details, we can see the version, we can see the author name, and it's linked to the author URI, and then the theme description. So let's go ahead and activate this theme. And now if I refresh, we'll get a blank page because in the index.php file, we don't have anything, right? So if I just write this and I refresh, it's going to appear here. So this is where we're going to put all of our content. And that's it for the preparation stage. All right, with the preparation done, it's time to build the first component of our theme, which is the header. That's coming up next.